When you told me the theme of the concert, Roots and Branches, with an African feel, I wanted to include a lot of percussion and brass. A few weeks ago, I finally came up with the title. I kind of assigned different parts of the piece, different checkpoints in a story that was kind of in my head. Some of the rehearsal marks are like saddened or renewed. The final one is, what is it?
Disaster.
Disaster, yeah. And that's just, everyone in unison, the dynamic marking is as loud as possible. I felt like it's kind of a roller coaster, and in the final measure, it's the final descent.
Taking it on its roller coaster, that's my role, is to start it from the very beginning and run it to the top of the hill until it finally tips over the top.
When I write music, I really love hemiolas. So like in the first section, it's 5/4 with the tambourine is doing a kind of 4/4 thing.
You put panic
Yeah.
when that 7/8 section starts. So working with the composer is, Mozart and Beethoven. You can't ask them any questions. You can't ask them how to interpret this. But with working with a live composer, living composer, and even a living composition, when we first read the draft, and I gave Connor some comments, and Connor had some comments for me, and it came back not completely different, but there was a lot that was different. So it's great to have the living composer to be able to bounce the ideas off of.
Yeah. And same with being able to work with a live group. It's totally different from putting it in the computer and then hearing the synthesized sounds coming back. The computer can play anything, but when you put it in front of a group, maybe some of the voicing or the range is too high or too low for the color that I want, or maybe too high or too low for practicality purposes. One of the main things that I changed from the draft was the horn range. Basically the whole piece, the horn was in the upper range of their instrument, and I was like, that's not fair to them, blow their faces out on this one piece. So that's one of the main things that I changed, and it's just really good to be able to work with people who are like, hey, this isn't working real well. Like, is there a way that you can change it?
It's fun. I mean, it's very fun. It's very fun to direct. I'll tell you that.